Welcome back. In this tutorial, we shall be talking about tuples. What is a tuple in Python? A tuple is very much similar to a list. The only difference between a tuple and a list is in the method of creating them. In creating a tuple, you use our normal bracket, but in creating a list, you use block brackets. So I will show you an example right now. If I say names, create a variable names, then in my normal bracket, say separating them by comma. Looking at it, it is very much the same with the way we create our list, but the difference here being that here we have a circular bracket instead of a block bracket. So in creating a list, we use block brackets, but in creating a tuple, we use circular brackets. That is the major difference between a list and a tuple. Another difference again is in the kind of data or the operations that can be performed on the data. A list is mutable, meaning that you can change the contents, but a tuple is not mutable. Just like as we have seen in other tutorials, we have seen that we can delete items in a list and that we can change or update the items. But with a tuple, you cannot do any of those. Reason being that it is immutable, it cannot be changed. So for example, if I say names dot append other names, I will get an error. Reason being that you cannot change a tuple. Once created, it's created. You can only copy items inside it, but you cannot change it. Or you can only reference items inside it, but you cannot change it. So tuple object has no attribute append. Now looking at the methods under the tuple class, you see that we have here, what we have here is count and index. We do not have append, remove, pop, and some other methods under the list class. The reason why we don't have them is because a tuple is not mutable, it is immutable. So Just like a list, you can as well have combinations of different items with different data types in a tuple. Every other thing is the same as in a list, but immutability and the circular brackets that is used in creating them. And everything will work well. So just like we did in a list, with a list, you can as well create a tuple by saying using the tuple class. Tuple. Then inside the bracket, you can put a list of the items you want to add, you want to create. So get back our list. This method is usually used in converting a list to a tuple and a tuple to a list most time. For instance, I have example 2 being a tuple. I can easily convert it to a list by saying list example 2. So notice that here we have a circular bracket, but here what we have is a square bracket or block bracket. So you can play around with it and see what you can do with tuples. Okay, see you next time.